Kingdom of Jordan is home to thousands of archaeological sites and artifacts. Farallon Geographics developed this rich internet application in partnership with the Getty Conservation Institute, the World Monuments Fund, and the Jordanian Department of Antiquities. The application will be the primary planning and decision-making tool used by the department for the protection of sites, site management, infrastructure and development control, World Heritage requirements, and development of national and regional research strategies. This bilingual Arabic-English system will be used by inspectors, archaeologists, scholars, and government planners involved in cultural heritage management and research. As the user moves their mouse over the Google satellite image of Jordan, the boundary of one of its 12 governments will be highlighted and a tooltip will display its name. By clicking on one of these governments, the application will zoom and center on that location and begin to highlight and display the names of subgovernments. After selecting a subgovernment, the user can navigate to the site they are interested in with the map controls. The application's database supports the tracking and management of antiquity sites as well as site elements such as an artifact or building. The search engine lets users search by site name, site elements, geographic place name, or using GPS coordinates. By clicking the Advanced button, users can further refine searches to find sites with very specific attributes, such as the type of site, the local terrain, the historical time period the site was active, or by threats, disturbances, or legal violations associated with it. In addition, a free text search can be performed to find sites by things like user-entered comments. As the user types a query into the search engine, the application will drop down results. If there are more than 10 results, they will be paged and can be navigated with the controls at the bottom of the window. Clicking on a record will zoom the map to that site, highlight it, and display more details and options in the task window. By clicking the Zoom to Site link, the application will zoom in on the site, and the point that represented its location will change to a polygon that accurately depicts its spatial extent. Clicking the button in the lower right corner will open the report window. The General Information tab lists details about the site, such as its size, historical periods it was active, and who is responsible for management and tracking. The Modern Events tab lists dates on which the site was inspected. These can be expanded to reveal details about the inspection and view any photographs that were taken on that day. The References tab contains a list of published resources which reference the site. The Review Status tab allows sites to be approved or disapproved as an official site by users with proper login credentials. The Site Elements tab lists all site elements present at the site. Clicking one of the records will zoom to the site element and highlight the pointer polygon representing its extent. Clicking on the site element will open a pop-up with details and options, as well as load a site element report into the report window. Just as with a site report, site element reports have tabs for general information, modern events, and references. The application's report window features the concept of spatial breadcrumbs. Site elements will always be found within a site, and a site will always be found within a subgovernment, which will always be found within a government, which is part of the country of Jordan. The report window acknowledges this spatial relationship by creating a report for each one of these levels as the user moves from looking at the entire country of Jordan to an individual site element. Right now we're at the highest level of detail, looking at a site element representing a mosque. Just to the left of this, we can see the name of the site that the site element resides in, and by clicking it, the application will zoom the map back out and display the site as a point. Just to the left of the site name is the name of the subgovernment, which the site resides in. By clicking the subgovernment, the application will zoom out to the subgovernment level and display a report about the subgovernment listing the number of sites and site elements contained within it, as well as a list of all sites that need to be reviewed for approval. Just to the left of the subgovernment name is the name of its containing government. By clicking the government name, the application will zoom out to the government level and generate a report similar to that of the subgovernment. Clicking on Jordan will zoom the application back out to its original zoom scale, and a report similar to the governance report will be generated. The application supports several different user roles. Approvers are able to review sites and either approve them as official or disapprove them, while editors are able to add modern events and new sites or site elements into the application. Locations of new sites or site elements can either be drawn by hand on the map, imported from a GPS, or imported from desktop GIS software using custom modules Farallon developed for ESRI's ArcGIS as well as the open source QGIS. This application was developed using Farallon's robust and scalable web framework, plus open source technologies including PostgreSQL, PostGIS, GeoServer, OpenLayers, jQuery, and XJS. Currently, over 10,000 sites and over 44,000 site elements are being managed with this tool, some of which are over 100,000 years old. The application will allow the Department of Antiquities to catalog, manage, and track this vast collection of human history, as well as assess the potential impacts of planned development and help preserve the record of our past.